Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Titletown Wrestling, and tonight we'll be talking about this weekend Night of Champions. On this show, we'll be predicting the Night of Champions match by match. Before we get started, we got a special guest who's been on the show before, TK Jackson. What's up, man?
Yo, what's good? Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Oh yeah, bro. You ready for the weekend? Ready?
I'm ready to see. I got the shirt on, but I'm ready to see Sammy and Kevin take the tribal chief.
Oh, that's your prediction. Hold on to that. That's our first match we're going to talk about. But like we mentioned before, we got TK in the house. We got Donte'vious, Shot over here in Chicago. Back again, we got J Rock.
What it do, J Dub.
And then you already know your boy KC. On all platforms, if y'all want to follow that real quick. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into it real quick. Night of Champions. Unfortunately, it's airing tomorrow around 10 a.m. today over there in Saudi Arabia. I'm not sure how many fans they gonna get to watch that, but it should be a good card. Tomorrow? Yeah. I mean Saturday. Today is Thursday. But yeah, man, we got Kevin Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Better known as Kevin Bloodline Roman and Solo. I think that match gonna be very good. I think gonna be experience from the Usos. Possibly Matt Riddle to even the odds, depending on which way the Usos go. Who you got for that match, J-Rock?
Man, I got Kami, you feel me? I don't think it really makes sense right now for Roman to be tag champ with this reign going on as long as it's been.
You don't want Roman 4 belts?
Nah, man.
4 pockets full, nigga.
I feel like Roman right now, bro, he don't really gotta do nothing else, bro. He could vacate that belt right now. It won't diminish nothing he done, bro. He been carrying, dog. So, but yeah, I feel like it's gonna be some Uso interference. Gonna set up a little solo Roman versus Usos later on the next pay per view or so down the line. So I got Kami in this first match.
What about you, Chicago?
If you know me, anybody tell you the bloodline is winning it all. I got Roman and Solo winning it, and then Roman gonna hand the titles to Uso.
So you gonna say he gonna have a moment where he was like, "This is how you do it. This is how you get your belt back."
He ain't gonna hand it over nicely.
He probably gonna throw.
He may slap the nigga.
You probably, you know what I'm saying? You probably gonna give him the mush and then throw the titles to him and be like, "No, y'all defend him."
Right.
Roman is winning.
You don't think Solo have a problem with that? Because that NXT North American run don't count. I mean, it's probably counting the record book because he was a champ as a week, but he never defended it. Right. So you don't think Solo have a problem with that?
Yeah.
No.
You said what?
I feel here. The way Solo's going right now, I feel he would have a problem with it, and the disrespect that Roman is giving to Jimmy and the Uso, like they don't matter no more.
Right.
So I feel like now that's gonna lead up to Solo turning on Roman. I feel that's gonna lead up to the I gotta go with Demi and Kevin Owens.
Yeah, Sammy and Kevin Owens. I do too, simply because it feels like they just won the belts, even though it's been a little over about a month and a half, pretty much. Huh?
Yeah, about a month and a half.
No, it is a month. It is a month and a half.
It's only May.
It's been a month and a half.
What year you?
But yeah, with them just winning the belts, I would like to see them with a long run. I know there's been a lot of internet talks about Cammy versus DIY, which we haven't seen DIY reform yet. Which that's the part I really don't understand how they fantasy book that, because I'd rather some be put in front of me saying that we do have are leaning toward the direction. But that's besides the point. But yeah, I'd rather see them, you know what I'm saying, face some two more people other than the same guy they've been facing all year long and last year. But yeah, for me personally, I got Cammy. You got Cammy. Bloodline. Who you got, TK? Huh?
I got
Okay, we got 3-1. Cammy. We'll see, man.
Leads currently.
Right. We'll see what happens Saturday morning. I'm pretty sure Cam is gonna come out with a victory.
As far as the viewership though, that's where your global fan base comes in.
Right.
You see them jokers in Mania, boy. It's what they said. They said it's 9 a.m. in Australia right now. Man. So happy.
Right.
They lit at 9 in the morning.
They already been drinking it, they partying. Before we get to the next match, what do y'all see the Bloodline story going next?
I see it going to SummerSlam.
Oh, go ahead, TK.
Go ahead, Brody.
I see it going to SummerSlam.
What you mean?
I see the Usos versus Solo and Roman, but at that point I see Solo turning on Roman and the Bloodline turning on Roman.
I can see that.
I'm with you on that. I got that at Money in the Bank.
He know my theory with that go. Far as that go.
Share it.
I can see that Money in the Bank too, but at the same time, the only reason I say SummerSlam because this night besides Money in the Bank, this night the next big summer pay-per-view.
Right.
I can see it happen. I can see Solo becoming a bigger heel than what he already is. Now I can see him becoming a bigger heel. But at that same time, I can see the Usos turning face at the same time too.
Right.
If that makes sense, I can see Solo becoming a heel because the fans are loving Roman, but also hating him at the same time. But if Solo turns on Roman, they're gonna put that bigger fan base and bring it to Solo.
He got a few to the right.
So we're gonna bring it to Solo. Solo gonna have that bigger fan base.
That's right.
So
that's all they did.
But Sheamus just got a championship.
You said what again, TK?
Tomorrow.
I said that fan base that Roman has now. When Solo turns on Roman, that fan base is gonna transfer over to Solo.
Right. I can see that.
Yeah, I definitely see that. But you gotta share that though, bro, because
he gonna share it because he gonna be a heel. But the Usos, I feel like this will be the perfect time for the Usos to turn back face too.
Right.
The game because they've been falling off. If you think about it, they've actually been falling off with their fan base.
Right, I see what you're saying.
I think it'd be a good organic way for them to turn face.
Especially going against Roman and finally standing up for themselves. But my theory was that Paul Heyman has been working with different people, as we've seen. Talking to Imperium guys. He was the one who sent Brock, and eventually, I think he's going to turn back on Roman and go with his original client and Brock, and slowly but surely, all he's gonna have left is his titles. He's gonna have both titles, both the Universal and WWE titles around him, but he's not gonna have his crew no more. He's not gonna have Usos. Solo is gonna eventually get back with his brothers or whatever, and then around Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Which whoever wins the match between Seth and AJ is gonna probably gonna go against him at Survivor Series. And I think whoever wins going not a unification match, but a champion versus champion match, and take those belts from him. And after he had nothing left, I think that he is going to pretty much break down. I think Seth is the perfect person with him being his former Shield brother. And he's gonna uplift him, and then finally Roman gonna take his little break, and then come back when the time needed. Give us a chance to miss him, give us a chance to bring new champions. Maybe they do away with both the Universal and WWE title and create a whole new title, or maybe even combine both of them and make a one giant belt for them. But yeah, just like AJ said, man, the World Heavyweight Championship feels secondary. It feels secondary to what Roman got going on.
It really do
And
because
so, with that being said, even the playing field for both sides, Raw and SmackDown, is really as well as the rest of the roster, to where somebody had a chance other than him to compete for those belts. How you feel about that?
wow, it with that it's for me the world, like I said, the World Heavyweight Championship. They they should have went a different route with it. They should have went a different route because I still feel Roman should have dropped one of them titles. He should
Right.
have dropped one of them titles. And no, I didn't like how they just instantly came out with the World Heavyweight Championship. I ain't like how they did it. But I feel
You
that
don't think it was needed?
I it is needed. Don't get me wrong, it is needed because Roman is turning into another Brock. But don't get me wrong, he is fighting at every single pay per view that we have so far. He's fighting at every one. But at the same
Mm,
time, I feel like he is turning into another Brock with all these title defenses, and he Roman wants to find new people to fight, and I think those are pushing him to that point. He wants to find newcomers to fight.
right.
That's why Roman is only giving every person that Roman has fought so far. You only seen them fight only one time, and nothing more than one time. Besides Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn
Right.
and the Usos, like them, the only three people that he fought more than one time, and Brock. So with that being said, with the World Heavyweight Championship, I feel Seth Rollins will win this title. And the only reason I say he will win this title is because, like he said in his promo, he wants to be a better champion of Roman form himself.
Right.
So I got with this match, I gotta go. If we already going to this match, I want to go with.
Hang on.
Oh,
What do
go
you
ahead. My
think?
bad.
That's our main event.
Oh, oh, my
Uh,
bad. My bad. I ain't know it was a main.
you was spitting. It was going crazy. But yeah, man, I hear what you're saying. I just want the new heavyweight champion to feel special. To feel like we gonna get some fresh matchups or whatever, not just Roman versus Kevin Owens another 3 more times, 4 more times, how many times they already fought. Um,
Yep.
and just they're finishing the story with the bloodline. Like I Usos and Solo kind of make their own faction, make their own way. You know what I'm saying? On a face run, Roman could last say could fall off and do whatever he wants. Whether if you want to go to Hollywood, make some movies, TV shows, whatever you want to do, or just go sit back with his family. I know he's a big family man. Just give him a little break to where we can miss him because like see him every pay per view being so dominant the way he has been and having his crew, it's gotten a little stale, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even from a fan standpoint, I've been a Roman fan even back when they was booing him as a face. Like I was still a fan. Like I see, I saw why Vince McMahon believed in him so much, and it all culminated into what we have now.
Being a big dog fan, like there's me too. Like when he first came into NXT, like I've been a Roman fan. Like with
Right.
Roman, like when I say, especially with then take it back to the standpoint of what stuff said, like he wants a champion to be proud, like what the universe WWE universe can be proud of because who will be next in line when he leaves? Who will be next in line when Roman leaves? Who will be next in line when AJ, anybody, any of them leave?
Right.
Because the last few years, and probably more than that, they have been the real front runners of WWE. If you think about it, Roman, AJ. When AJ came into WWE, AJ has been a front runner in WWE.
Right. But it's been so long since either one of them had a belt just because of the dominance of Roman. Seth ain't had a world title in what, 3-4 years?
Yeah, about, I say
it's been a minute, man. Since she was feuding with Brock Lesnar back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
Childbirth in there too, so he missed some time, but still 5 years is a long time.
He didn't miss the time that Becky did.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Speaking of Becky, next up we got Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus.
Hey, can I go first?
A battle of two future Hall. Trish is already in, but two Hall of Famers, future and present.
All I want to say about this matchup, shout out to all the producers in the back, creative, and shout out to Becky and Trish, because whoever coming up with these scripts, y'all at the bottom of the bag like the fries. I swear. That last promo that Becky cut, bro, boy, I don't know if y'all seen.
Hey, that was A1 right there. That was A1.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie.
Becky. That last promo Becky did.
I ain't gonna lie.
They put a mess part up.
Last promo Becky did. Becky went into her. Hey, Irish mass kicker. She went back to her Friday night SmackDown days.
Yeah. And in that promo, Big Time X, and that line, man, that she dropped about you scared of history forgetting you and things that I've done. I've had a career. You've done things that'll give me nightmares, and you think barking like a dog and
Boy, she was going crazy.
Boy.
I think the biggest blow for Trish was when she said, "I didn't have to get a bloody nose to get over." I was like, "She got a point."
Well, yeah, bro, like that.
She was already over though. I'm tired of people bringing that up though. When she went over the very moment
when she went into the crowd with that bloody nose and that face, when her blue shirt turned red, the crowd was going nuts.
But she had already been super over from the very moment she did one thing: slap Charlotte.
Oh yeah,
when she slapped Charlotte, that was it.
Becky and Charlotte in Solo and Roman. That's all we do.
Right. But yeah, man, who you got in that match, TK? Becky or Trish?
You know what? I gotta go with the man, Becky Lynch, all day, every day, right there.
I gotta go Big Time Bex.
I'm so conflicted. I don't know.
Swerve?
Trish was my first crush, wrestling crush, back in the day, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm getting explicit, but seeing big titty Trish come out. Even back when she was with TNA, Cheston Albert. You know what I'm saying? Like being their valet and manager, bro. I was like, bro, she's so fine. And then she got in the ring and they started doing the bra and panty matches. I was like, oh yeah, this is what I signed up. Perverted 10-year-old. I'm sorry. Bro, Jaalen
that was every kid. Back in the day, that was every kid dream back in the day, for real, watching it. That was every kid dream. To see them Brian Petty matches right there.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. But no, man, on some seriousness though. I think Trish had a shot to win his match simply because I feel like okay, he's gone. All right, I'm gonna keep on talking. I believe that Trish and back to the chat. All right. I think that Trish had a chance to win a belt, at least one more title on her way out to fully retire. I think she deserves one more run. Honestly, I don't know what belt she would go after with Rhea being the SmackDown champion and she's on Raw. But and Bianca being the Raw champion on SmackDown was still confusing as hell. I'm gonna bring this up until they switch. I ain't like I'm gonna bring it up until they switch. But yeah, man, I feel like Trish before she fully retires, man. Um, and I think winning against Becky would catapult her to title consistency. But then I can see the flip side of it. Becky, you know what I'm saying, reclaiming, you know what I'm saying, WWE for her, as hers, you know what I'm saying, the way Trish has come out and pretty much saying that she started this and it wouldn't be no women's division without her and all this. But I think Becky really takes that personally. And I honestly think her and the rest of the horsewomen of NXT really put WWE women wrestling back on the map because for a long time with the
Revolution.
division and that time when they was saying give the divas a chance, movement like without them it wouldn't have really been a thing because you know we had a period where they did the women's revolution and everybody was broken up into different stables and you had Becky, Charlotte, and Paige over here. You had Team Bella over there. You had Team Bad with Tamina, Naomi, and Sasha over there. And you know what I'm saying? Those three women from NXT, Charlotte, Sasha, really put and she's gonna reclaim that for women. I can see Becky winning. Honestly, so I'm honestly win. For right now, I'm gonna go with Becky. It might change by Saturday.
Back in the day, when Lita and all them was gone, the women's division was trash. It was pure. Just like my man Dwayne said.
You said Jake.
Just like my man.
Dango, The Rock, The Rebel.
Just like my man Dwayne said.
Rocky Balboa.
Just like my man Dwayne said, this is the biggest piece of dog shit I ever seen. The women's division was dog shit. Just like you said, when who the fuck it was? When Stephanie McMahon Classic and brought up all the women that they gave females and little girls hope that WWE denied because they showed too much attention to the men.
Right.
Now that we see an icon in Trish Stratus coming from Becky Lynch, I have Becky Lynch winning. I want to say to move that feud to SummerSlam, and that's when it's gonna get bigger because when I think it's bigger, you come back and ask Trish why you do it.
Right.
Lita gonna end up switching. They're gonna end up bringing Charlotte back. They're gonna end up bringing all these. Right? It's gonna bring so much.
I do like that.
It's just gonna be. It's gonna be a later. I don't want to say old head, but I can say it's gonna be icons.
Right.
It's gonna be next gen versus current.
Your old heads.
You say what you got?
It's basically gonna be next gen.
Take the fan off.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, sir.
Say again. Oh, okay.
But I have Becky Lynch winning.
because they are
So much going on. I feel
It's
like
not his phone, though. She got his phone at an angle.
this
It's not straight
that
up.
save us Y2J.
What would be really cool if somehow one of those teams, like you said, would capture the women's tag titles. That would literally put so much whether it's Charlotte and Becky carrying or whether Becky, Trish and Lita carrying, like so much prestige, just two Hall of Famers at one time carrying one time. I mean, of course, we had the first champion in Bailey and Sasha with first Battle Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying? Carrying, but like iconically, like if you put Lita and Becky together, Lita and they already had the title run already. Lita and Trish together, the two well-known women, at least from the '90s to now, women's wrestlers of all time, carrying those titles would be dope. How we get there, I don't know.
I feel like if they was to put the title on Lita and Trish, it's gonna bring in more women to go for them.
Right.
It's gonna end up making more women say, "Hey, we work together. We could go get them titles."
Right.
Legit tag. The Alba Fire, Katana Sands.
Bro, they finishers.
Kaden Carter.
Because right
we
now,
real teams, and y'all old heads. Y'all can't keep up with us. Right. Get out our ring. I love that.
Because right now we have let's say we have Becky. I mean not Becky.
They can say
Bianca,
that Charlotte.
We have 20, not even 20, 15 women. You could take 5 of them women and put them in the tag team to go after these belts.
Yeah, we got a few tag teams right now. I'm liking where the women's tag team division is headed. We got 4 tag teams in that match.
Well, we got 5.
Raquel, Shotzi. Who else we got?
Ronda and
Shayna.
Chelsea Green and
the Karens.
Karens. Chelsea and Sonya, and then you got Io and Bailey. And then you got Katana Sands, Kaden Carter.
Even with them being a stable together in a faction and Bailey, I don't believe them gonna be much of a tag team much longer, especially with Dakota having that long injury, tearing out ACL. Mm-hmm. I can see where Bailey turns on Io and completely break that faction.
I feel like what we not ready to talk about, Io is gonna be the one to break up Damage Control because Bailey cost her the women's championship match at what it was.
Right, but she probably would turn face, and if anything, I don't see her turning heel.
No, she gonna turn face and she gonna squash it.
Oh, okay, got
I ain't gonna lie, depending on how brutal of an attack and the method, she could still turn heel. Because we could get a tag team out of her. Oscar. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That would be dope. Especially if Oscar don't win this weekend. Because that's 2 pay-per-views back to back. I don't see Bianca and Oscar going much longer.
Yeah.
Bianca already said she wants Charlotte. She wants to fight Charlotte.
I think that's the end goal for the women's division, honestly.
Yeah, but
Bianca
but 34. We got time.
Bianca and Charlotte at SummerSlam. But yeah, moving on.
Anything, let's not feed them all to her back to back. Let's not scream agenda for this is our new person. Like you've already screamed it right now. You kept her Raw champion, so she be longest Raw women's champion. Now she on SmackDown. She still got the red belt. I understand why you did it to make sure she would get that longest Raw women's champion thing before you switch her.
Right.
But if you just feed Charlotte to her, you already basically said this is who we cheering for now. This is it. You ain't gotta feed Charlotte to her right now. We could put that in the vault. We can say that
for sure
for Mania.
Okay,
yeah,
that's a Mania calendar.
But what do you? But with that being said, what do you do? Because okay, so she beat Sasha. She beat Bailey first.
Correct.
She beat Sasha at WrestleMania. She beat Becky at WrestleMania. She gonna beat Charlotte at WrestleMania too.
She could, but I mean, I just say it's a Mania calendar.
You have to beat it.
Yeah, it could be a
make it a long.
Yeah, you know how people are about Charlotte. If she beats Bianca, it's gonna be like, oh, she beat another person.
Mm-hmm. And then if it's for a title, they're gonna be like, oh, she just trying to get 16.
But then we all wear ingredients when we
a long feud. Make it a long feud. Make it Bianca win 2 or 3 pay-per-views before WrestleMania. Charlotte win 2 or 3, and then WrestleMania, whoever wins.
I wouldn't mind the hot potato feud because when's the last time we seen that?
Right.
We haven't.
I ain't seen that in so long.
Well,
That's like the
women's line probably.
that's WWF right now.
Right.
we kind of did see it with
The last one I can remember
The
was
United
Sasha
States.
and Charlotte. Yeah.
If you talking about with a championship in the picture, the last one was United States with Seth,
Theory,
Bobby, and Theory.
Yeah.
Right.
They compensated that championship.
One thing. So you think the last blow-off match would be Charlotte, Bianca, and next WrestleMania?
Possibly. It's gonna come pay-per-view.
Right.
If not this one,
I know we got SummerSlam. It's probably August. And we got Royal Rumble in January, and then we'll have another big one until April.
WrestleMania. If not this WrestleMania, the next one.
Right.
One
I
after
ain't
that.
gonna lie though, it don't have to be a Mania. I say that, but as far as like I said,
I like it being in SummerSlam. I like it being in SummerSlam.
Yeah, it might come sooner than
And
later
then-
if we do get that whole Becky and Charlotte team up. That'll kind of put Charlotte into that face category, and we've seen the rumors about Bianca and the Prophets going heel.
Right.
So we can get that heel Bianca face Charlotte.
Right.
And then look, and this said don't have to be for the championship.
She
They could
said
just
she's
have
the
a
last one to beat.
Right.
It don't have to be
That's
a
what I'm
chip,
saying.
and she don't have to beat her clean. She
But
gotta beat her.
that's the conflict where it comes in that when it is, you know what I'm saying, a title on the line, it is another horsewoman that's stepping up to Bianca. It's just like, okay, do we really want to see her take down this horsewoman? But then this horsewoman that she is going against is someone that we said over and over again has buried the rest of the division. That has won 14, 15 world championships. Do she really need another belt? Right. But then again, we already to where Bianca
She's
has
already
has run stale as a champion. She's been a champion the whole year plus
Two adults.
Right. We are all in agreement, including TK and Lamar, thought that Oscar was going over at WrestleMania.
I never thought that.
Well, the majority of us, I'm gonna say that.
For some reason, the vibe she gave, it just wasn't enough. Cause like when she came with the face paint, I was like, okay, that's cool. She finna snap back to that New Japan.
Right. But she was so dominant in between time from winning the Royal Rumble into the Royal Rumble, being in the Royal Rumble, returning to the Royal Rumble, and still why not put the bet on her, you know, so they can complete the whole transformation. Now it feels like it's a waste. Like they had a whole video made on YouTube about it.
But that's what I have seen the video, but this was my point to it, and it looks like that's where it's going. You try to come in, you be yourself, you do the face paint. Oh snap! Look at this, the face paint. All these fans from Japan remember that. Cool. All right. But you ain't bringing that heel aggressive persona. Okay, bet. Y'all go to Mania. Look
That's what the miss came in at.
And then you lose. But she missed it. Missed piece of face.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm saying, but like,
you talking about on the celebration? Yeah. Right. So that's what I was saying. I feel like the loss at Mania is what finally get her to just say, "F it," and snap all the way.
Right.
Because now you got a reason to be mad.
And now we're here, not a champion. Right.
Now I'm like, yeah, she got a solid reason to be mad now.
Right.
But not mad, at least more aggressive.
Right. And now, do we put Oscar over?
Is that our next match?
I mean, it can be. Now that we already talking about it.
So yeah, I believe Oscar will win.
Okay, well,
I can't see her losing.
We got out of order now. We was going Gunther. Leave now, but we're talking about Bianca and Oscar right now. I'm waiting for her Bianca to drop the title. Honestly, like I said, I think she's going a little stale, in my opinion, as champion. I would like to see her freshen up as a heel. I think Oscar's the right opponent to do that on. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, making sure that their face later on at SummerSlam or later would be a dope turn of events. You said you got Oscar?
Yeah, I got Oscar.
He has Oscar versus against Bianca. With me knowing or thinking that it's gonna be.
I have Oscar to piggyback off what my man J Rock said. Oscar needed to lose at WrestleMania so she can snap. But the thing is, she waited too long to snap. She should have. I mean WrestleMania happened, and we had what 5 or 6 SmackDowns.
Right.
She should have came out right after the WrestleMania, it just blanked. She should just went off on anybody. She could have did an open match. That person, let's just throw out anybody. They come out to the ring, and next thing you know, Oscar beat them, spit in the face, and show us. I'm gonna say us Americans what the Japanese feared when Oscar was at New Japan Pro. Because when she was at New Japan Pro, nobody wanted to mess with
Right.
Oscar.
Right.
Just like
Which kind of snapped back to the first
Japan, not the
thing that she came with. Nobody ready for Oscar. She fighting like that. Hell no, ain't nobody ready. Nobody want to get in there with that.
Right.
Just like I told my boy J Rock a couple weeks ago when we was at my brother TK house. I feel like they shouldn't have. Charlotte shouldn't have beat Oscar. Oscar should have kept her undefeated reign a little bit longer.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I felt she didn't need to beat her. Yeah. Especially with the trajectory that Charlotte got.
Right, especially with Oscar winning the Royal Rumble and then eventually going on WrestleMania to fight Charlotte. I mean, of course, you know what I'm saying? Someone finally conquering her would have been cool, but I don't think that moment was right. I think her continuing that dominance from she had from NXT onto the main roster, and then maybe down the line you could have someone like Charlotte or Becky beat Oscar, but that moment was for Oscar. And a lot of people booed that moment for Charlotte.
Charlotte was like a 13 time champion.
Right. So you got TK versus Bianca and Becky. I mean Bianca and Charlotte.
Bianca and Oscar.
Bianca, Oscar, I'm tripping. We got so many names floating around. We done got off topic and shit. Hello? It's hard, ain't it? Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Peyton, Dr. Jackson. It's hard.
I want to go with Oscar.
I got Oscar.
Damn. All right. So we got 3-1 Oscar way. Next matchup we got Gunther versus Ali.
Squash match. Gunther winning.
You sure?
Squash match. Gunther is winning.
I wish he would stop, bruh.
They not gonna squash that man in his own country.
I mean, not.
I mean, not his whole country, but it's like he said, it's gonna be people out there that look like him.
When I say
he gonna lose.
when I say squash
not
match,
be a squash.
I'm not meaning as in the bell ring and go to do 2 or 3
Power bomb. 1, 2, 3 like a little bitch.
That's what a squash match is.
They gonna
They
bomb
make
the fuck out of
Ali
him.
look like a legit character, but
That's not a squash match. Then.
we know who's winning. Gunther.
But that's not a squash match.
It's not a squash match.
It's not a squash match. That's like you calling Roman Reigns a jobber when he is in no fact ever a jobber.
Right.
Well, let me rejog your memory. Let's do.
Rejog my memory.
No, I'm talking to the fans, the audience, to the fans. Let's rejog their memory. Let's go back to what WrestleMania. It was a WrestleMania. Sheamus, bell ring, broke it.
That's a squash.
That's what's gonna happen.
You think so?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks. I disagree.
I got one reason. I do have Gunther winning this match.
For sure.
But I think Ali's gonna have a great showing. I think he's gonna go up for the 050. And Gunther's
I would
going
love to see that.
Just because we're inside, like you said, go for the 054. And Gunther's gonna miss. Yes, he's gonna miss.
His face is like
He's gonna miss and bust it. Right. Literally, that's what it is. And Gunther's gonna take advantage of him missing up 054 and do the power bomb and pin him. But it's gonna be at least a 10-minute match.
So why I say it's not gonna be a
But he's gonna be a great show.
Yeah, why I say it's not gonna be a squash and a great show, and because if you look
I don't
at,
think it's gonna be a pin. I think Gunther's gonna submit him.
He might. I seen he broke out that submission hold his last defense against Woods. He might submit him. He might do with the power ball. He might win with last selection, but I think it's gonna be a great match. Big match of the night, sleeper alert. Because you got the two contrasting styles of a cruiser. He might not be a cruiser on WWE, okay, what y'all say, but that man's a cruiser. Cool. And then you got the Giant and Gunther. I feel like Gunther can't have a bad match, bro. So it's like
we got to give him the time because we know that Joker's gonna perform. That's why I feel like it's not gonna be a squash because we haven't had a character that isn't very flamboyant or braggadocious and loud with the character and in ring to draw fans. And what I mean by that is his character, he brag, he loud and all that, but he ain't as flamboyant as self. He ain't as prideful and as loud as Roman. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't cheat as much as Roman or like the Evolution Triple H's or Legacy Randy Orton's. But people are actually tuning in because of his matches, bro.
Every
That match
match,
gonna go at
every
least
match,
10, 15 minutes. At least.
every
It's a
match,
pay-per-view too.
every
It's going
single
to at
match.
least 10
Gunther has been in. Every match Gunther has been in since he's been in WWE has been a 5-star match. Hands down. Hands
Yeah.
down.
He ain't had nothing less than a 4 because even his short matches be entertaining. And that's just because it's a SmackDown that is short. Or Raw.
Well, with this match, I gotta go with Gunther. But
So you
what I
on
what I
4-0? Is this 4-0 right here?
Yeah, I
but
think this is one just kind of straight down.
but what I do want to see,
Sweet.
but what I do want to, what I do want to see in this match, I want to see Ali go back to the 205 live mode that he used to have. I want him to bring out every single weapon in his arsenal that he has. And I feel like with the crowd that we are about to have in Saudi, that crowd is gonna elevate Ali into him finding his character, his true character again. A moment like that would be a great moment for Ali to have. Even with him knowing that he's gonna lose that match, that still would put Ali for him to have a great moment and for him to have some great moments going into the future. Because Ali is still young. Like we might get a Ali as the Intercontinental Champion. We might get him as the United States Champion. You never know, like, or they might take him back to NXT, let him get an NXT Championship run.
I see him going back down. He never really had a true NXT run.
Yeah, he never had that true run because he was on 205 Live. That's why I said if he go back to that 205 Live persona, because when he was in 205 Live, when nobody fucked with Ali. I don't care what nobody. Ali was, in my opinion, Ali was the best one to come out of 205 Live. The best one, hands down. Besides him and Ricochet, Ali was the best one because I felt like with all his matches, everybody doubted Ali at every single match that he had because they felt like he had no ring. They felt like he had no ring presence.
Yeah.
They made
that
them
retribution, I think
They made them look like
they kind of put a stain on everybody that was in that shit, man.
they came in like Nexus and went out like the core. Like
Right.
Yeah, like that's why I really hated it. But like now, with I feel like now a lot of cruises are starting to come back, and we slowly starting to see them. But we are starting to see like Ricochet and Ali are starting to get these moments, and I can't wait for them to start to get their moments that they really need.
Oh yeah, it is back to back. Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, with that match, like I said, with that match, I'm going with Luther.
You good, bro? You done talking?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. It's really been based on, you know what I'm saying, Brock attacking Cody and I hope this is the last time we see this because it's kind of getting a little stale, man.
Brock unintentionally is this the match between the two most unintentionally funny superstars ever. Cody be killing me with his pain Like, ain't no Cody, he walked all the way in the ramp, and then he got all the way to the top of the ramp, and then just But yeah, bro, I think if he don't win, I definitely see another match between them, sadly.
All right.
I don't have anything else to say
Who
about
you got
this
winning?
because it is getting stale.
Who is it?
I got Cody. If Cody don't win, they're gonna run it back again. And when we shoot the podcast for that match, if it happens, I ain't gonna have nothing else to say then either.
I'm good. Who you got, Chicago?
I got Cody.
A lot of people are saying that they trying to redo the John Cena versus the Rock thing. How John Cena lost to a Samoan on WrestleMania, and they just using it.
Yeah, we've been there.
Topped it on Cody.
Yeah, we been
They
there.
just
That's
basically
exactly how it
dumped the
went.
whole bucket on
Rock
Cody.
beat Cena. He called out Rock. Brock came out. Yeah, same thing.
That's what I feel like WWE is doing. They just picked up the bucket of John Cena versus Brock.
Right.
So like back when that happened,
John Cena versus Brock or Rock?
Brock.
You said Rock though.
I meant with John Cena versus.
Yeah, he lost to Rock, called out Rock, and Brock.
Okay,
came out.
Brock came out.
You was thinking Ox.
So when that happened,
Go ahead, TK.
when that happened, John Cena lost.
Go ahead, who's the bird?
I got Cody.
When that happened,
I got
John Cena lost to Brock.
Right.
This time,
Squashed.
Brock
Kinda.
Brock is finna lose.
Okay.
And
He lost last time.
right after that,
You said what?
I said he lost last time. What you mean he about to lose? He lost last time.
Brock is gonna lose, and he gonna come back out, and he gonna say he gonna want to run it back, but this time he gonna take. I'm gonna use your story, J. Rock. Roman did not pay him. He gonna tell Cody, I was paid to take you out, so you to get your mind off of coming after my championship.
Like I just said, Paul Heyman.
Yeah,
I said it earlier.
I know. I'm coming.
But
back
you got
up.
him losing?
Yes.
You got Brock losing?
So you did all this for nothing.
No, Brock winning.
Oh, you got Brock winning.
Brock winning, and
But
then
still saying
Cody-
that he got paid.
I mean, it could come later. Because if he win, Cody gonna want to run it back.
I mean, yeah, of course, but
it's Cody Rhodes. He ran it back 3 times himself.
I think if Brock wins and he comes out and says, I got paid.
No.
Huh?
Cody run it back again, just like he did with Seth.
Yeah, because he lost. All right.
When he come back out this time, he gonna want to put a, stipulation on it. This match should have had something. Falls count anyway. No DQ. No holds barred.
Especially when Brock get busted over, yeah.
It should have had some type of stipulation to
We still got Friday. We still got Brock is the free agent. He can show whatever he wants to show up at.
This is Brock Lesnar. You think he gonna come to wrestling? He gonna come to SmackDown? Nah.
He's a free agent. He can do whatever he want to do.
He probably did already, will though.
But
It did pre-recorded.
like I said, Cody gonna win. No, Brock.
Mm-hmm.
Cody is gonna win,
I know.
but he gonna be Brock gonna want to run it back.
At what?
Money in the bank.
Why? Because Cody gonna make the money back. I can guarantee you that.
Okay, if Cody.
Simply because he advertised.
Okay.
Cody's gonna be in the money back.
Money in the bank.
Now, if you tell me Cody get cost his money in the bank changed by Brock, I'm with you.
Look, I was just gonna say that. Cody is money in the bank. Cody climbing the ladder. She's right there. Brock music here. Brock come down the ring, bowling everybody over, run up the ladder.
And then LA Knight take that bitch.
And then Brock puts Cody down. Brock doesn't touch the
Right.
and then that's when the money comes in and saying that
I got you. And then so from there,
You know how
when
Paul Heyman is all the time?
when they next match?
Paul Roman, sometime.
Okay.
You know how Paul Heyman is gonna be after at Money in the Bank after he see Cody Rhodes falling and Brock be like, and he gonna say Paul Roman and basically he gonna have a problem. So I got Cody winning.
Who you got, TK?
I got Cody.
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 Cody. You got 3
I
Cody.
ain't gonna need. I ain't gonna need go on no discussion
This
over it.
is this is another match I'm kind of conflicted on.
Me too.
The way my
Me
story
too.
is, I got set up in my head. I really want Brock to win and come out and, you know what I'm saying, say he did, like I said, was there to distract Cody from Roman, and say he got paid by Brock and he got paid by Paul Heyman, and, you know what I'm saying, eventually Paul Heyman turns on Roman again. With that story going, but then again, I can see where Cody does win, and like you said before, him costing him at Money in the Bank, because he has to have some momentum going to Money in the Bank, not just him winning the Royal Rumble. Like, it can't just be that. You lost that WrestleMania, now you're losing that North Diamond champion, so he has to win. So it might be Cody across the board. I'm going Cody for now. It might change tomorrow. I don't know.
For now. Oh wow, that's how I feel.
Rhea and Natalia.
Real.
All right,
Mommy.
next up we got Rhea versus Natalia for the Raw SmackDown, whatever it is, championship. The SmackDown championship.
Can I go first?
Go ahead.
With this championship match,
Let you go fast because except AJ.
when this championship match, I see Rhea Ripley winning, but if she don't, I can also see Natalia winning, but Dominic costing her the match.
Who?
Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, yeah.
Costing Natalia the match, and then Natalia don't want to run it back. But
see that.
but
I hope not.
but all in all, Rhea Ripley is winning the match. It could be by DQ or
I think
or
this is
anything.
a squash of the night. I think Rhea
Now
finna
this
dominate.
might.
I think
That was gonna be a match. That's
I think Rhea finna dominate Natalia, and she needs to, cause like I mean, I love that she beat Charlotte for the SmackDown title. She hasn't done much as a solo woman and defending that title just yet until now. She needs a dominant match to where, oh, this is why she is SmackDown champion. And I think a former SmackDown champion in Natalia and dominate the way I think she will definitely put the icing on the cake to where, oh, she's a believable champion. How you feel, TK?
I'm going. It's real all day with this.
How you feel the match gonna go?
I feel it's gonna be a squash match. Rhea gonna hit her with the real time. End of the match.
I think she gonna do a few riptides. I think she gonna. I think she gonna fuck her up. Come out super aggression. I think Natalia is gonna try to, you know what I'm saying, slow it down with some, you know what I'm saying, technical moves. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, lock in a sharpshooter or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying. But I think ultimately, I think Rhea gonna toss her around. What about you, JR?
I like that because the promo she cut when she told her she interrupted, so don't act like you cared about Dana. I understand you want to come out there and blah blah blah, make everybody care about you. I'll be eating that shit right there. So go ahead
I'm in your life.
and eating that shit right there. Not even saying I want Natalia to retire. I ain't gonna say I hate her that bad. She gotta retire, but I will say Natalia. A lot of people not really interested in your matches, because you can still carry a good match. But it's just not the time no more. And I respect what you're doing because you definitely everybody in like breaking the kayfabe. Everybody look up to Natalia. Everybody's running Natalia. Natalia for advice.
Right.
So I see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But this is definitely that soft view that we get. Elena just did a good job of pulling on them strings of emotion being in Puerto Rico. It's gonna have to pick up.
Okay,
I just don't know who it's gonna be.
I feel like it's gonna be like
with her being on Raw, which is different people, like I said, with her being on Raw, who really will be next? Because who we have left after that? Maybe I can see. Well, is Raquel on Raw? I can't remember. Did they get dropped?
SmackDown.
Oh, SmackDown. Okay, but I would love to see Raquel and Rhea go ahead. Ooh, Zoe looking good. It might be mad. Zoe's looking good. But like I said, it is a SmackDown championship. She's on Raw. But yeah. Go back to the card. What you doing? That's the last one. That's the main event. That's the end all be all. Oh shit. Tony said something. Oh. Tony said one I need to fix on Mike. I think it's TK.
It's definitely my boy TK, man. We're doing the best we can. But yeah, that's it.
All right, for the main event, newly brought out championship. Best championship we've seen in recent years from WWE. The new World Heavyweight title is on the line. Apparently, they are going with the same lineage as the previous World Heavyweight Championship. How you guys feel about that? Let's start there first, and then we'll go into predictions next.
I like it because, for a short reason, the belt is gold, and it's an homage to crap, I saw a video, but it's an homage to the crown at the top of an old championship, and the winged eagles homage, the McMahon three lions crest, big gold, the globe. I like the fact that it's gonna carry on the lineage, try to make it feel a little more, because it already does feel secondary, which is why I believe to make your Roman not look weak in that process.
Right.
But yeah, definitely.
Me personally, I got mixed feelings behind it. I like that. I feel like it should be its own entity at the same time. I feel like whoever wins it, who are icons in their own right. You know what I'm saying? AJ had his time in TNA and ROH and New Japan, and finally coming over to WWE and being just as dominant as he was over there in those places. To now, you know what I'm saying, being one of the top faces names in all WWE. I would like to see them being the first champion of that belt, for that belt, except as well. Especially Seth being, you know what I'm saying, involved in all these inaugural matches, you know, inaugural NXT champion, losing to Finn, and then him being a part of this match, I think is held up as like, I don't mind it, you know what I'm saying, them adding to the lineage. I think Randy Orton was the last champion. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure Randy Orton was the last heavyweight champion.
That's what they said. The last solo heavyweight champion wasn't it John Cena?
Probably
right
was.
Before him and Randy unified.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. One of our other guys, member of Titletown Wrestling, who been on shows before, Tony Washington, commented Rollins all day. I do have Rollins winning this match simply because I think it's his time. He's carried the WWE outside of what Roman had going on with those two belts. You know what I'm saying? Being the true MVP, despite not being the champion. probably deserves it. AJ, I think he does have a legit shot, but then again, I don't because he will have to go Raw along with the rest of the OC, which might be the reason why he actually wins. OC might, interfere and help him out in this match. What about you, TK? Who you got winning? Hold that thought. I'm not sure. Chicago.
I got Seth winning. The title is for Raw. Why would you have a SmackDown person?
Right.
A SmackDown draftee, and he wasn't a low draft person. He was pretty high. Third, fourth for SmackDown.
Who, AJ?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody, yeah.
And then you have Seth, who was in the second round, and
he just wasn't eligible. He wasn't eligible. Wasn't he the first? He was the second. He was the first male pick.
I thought Cody was.
No, the night.
Oh, gotcha. I got it.
Triple H came out and said this championship is exclusive to Raw.
I didn't say that, but yeah. Whatever brand that Roman's on, that's what he said. It's not on.
I don't see him. I don't see him. I don't see but AJ can win. Okay. AJ has the caliber to win a big match like that.
Right. Especially him having backup with the OC. Who you got? TK.
Piggyback off with you said KC. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Stay right there.
I'm going with Seth Rollins.
All right. Well, that's all our predictions, man. We got some bangers coming this weekend. Some nice matches. A lot of championships on the line. Everybody defending their belts except the women's tag, which will be defended next Monday. We'll see what develops between Sheamus and Austin Theory on Friday nights. But for now, that was the Night of Champions predictions. Please follow us, Titletown Wrestling on Facebook. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button on YouTube, Titletown TV, of course. For all the rest of the Titletown TV content, please follow me personally, KaRon, Twitter, Caddell on Facebook, and Titletown TV _KC, or everything else, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. Hey, I'm getting man, so be on the lookout for my videos, man, my clips. Please follow them on Facebook as well.
Jaalen Davis on Facebook, J.Dub __ on Instagram, MJD Dub.2 on Snapchat, all that, TikTok, all that, man. Y'all follow me, bro. It's all good in the hood.
Oh yeah, Tony Washington said, please follow him on Instagram, Big Black 5.4. I love his name. Go ahead, bro.
You can follow me at Donte'vious on Facebook.
Yes.
You can follow me subscribe to my YouTube channel, KLD TTV, Twitch channel, KLD TTV, Instagram, KLD TTV.
All right. Go ahead and shout yourself out, TK, your socials.
All right. Y'all go follow me on Facebook at TK Jackson. Go follow me on YouTube at King Jackson Gaming. And go follow me on Twitch at King Jackson Gaming. Make sure, hey man, y'all go follow my boy KC. Man, go follow him. Much love to y'all, bro. Much love
Appreciate
to
the
y'all.
shout out, man. Thank you for joining us today, man. Please follow all of us. Well as another member of Titletown TV, Lamar Pullum. He's out there in Atlanta right now, man, doing his thing on Wild 'N Out. So be on the lookout for that. And we'll see y'all next week, maybe even tomorrow, man. I might do some NXT Battleground predictions for Sunday.
Wait,
But yeah,
now.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk later about that.
Happy birthday, Tribal Chief.
Happy birthday, Tribal Chief, man. Congrats on 1,000 days. I know we ain't there yet, but you going to get there. It's guaranteed. We the one. Fuck with y'all.
All right, boys.